You will be mortified to know I'm sharing this with you, no doubt, but if you want to know the truth, ask a child, right? Years ago, when my sweet nephew was potty training, while seated on his throne, he looked up at me with his bright blue eyes and asked, Auntie Meg, may I have some privacy? Somewhat confused, totally humbled, and with a full heart, I smiled back at him and replied, Sure, buddy. Though I'd convinced myself otherwise in those next few minutes, disaster did not strike, and I was reminded what it's like to set, to know, and to honor our boundaries. Boundaries are a constant in nearly every conversation I have these days. Most recently, with a client who shared that, feeling pulled in too many directions, she knew she needed better boundaries, but she didn't know how to go about setting them. What does that even look like? She asked. Boundaries often aren't set, after all, until you know they've been breached. They're born from a place of feeling like something just isn't working, and that something needs to change. Your boundaries will be different from mine and different than your partner's or your colleagues. You might be feeling ready for all the socializing or feeling ready to crawl back under the covers, or maybe, like me, you're feeling both, depending on the minute. Awareness of those feelings is the critical first step in setting your own boundaries. How do you find it? Number one, audit your time and your energy. Over a period of a day or a week, log your activities and the feeling you have when you're doing them. What fills you up? What weighs you down? What's within your ability to change? This isn't about doing more in less time. It's about creating awareness. Consider the times you say yes and no, and the feelings you have as a result. Guilt, overwhelm, FOMO. What feeling might you have if you chose the opposite? Share your journey with someone else. Rest assured, you are not experiencing this alone. I, for one, am with you. Lastly, be honest with yourself about the feasibility of those boundaries. Are you working in an environment where you can ask for what you need and, even if not accommodated, know that you'll be supported? He's 9 now, but I'll never be done learning from my nephew. How has a little human left a lasting impression on you? Hit reply and let me know. I read every single response. To Taking the Risk, Meg.